Hello, welcome to my channel. In this video I'm going to be doing a tutorial on how to crochet a sparkle granny square. Now this granny square is compatible with the star granny square YouTube tutorial I have, which I will link in the description if you are interested, and it is also compatible with the majority of my other granny square designs that are available in my shops. I'll have all that linked in the description as well, but without further ado, let's get into it. The yarn I will be using for this tutorial is the Line Brand 24/7 cotton yarn and also some crochet thread to outline the sparkle. In the 24/7 cotton yarn, I am using the colors Sky and Navy. This is a medium weight yarn, though I find it to be a bit on the thinner side. If you are interested in this yarn, I will have it linked in the description. With that yarn, I will be using a 4mm crochet hook. With all that out of the way, let's get into making the square. These are the stitches that I will be using, and let's get into round 1. Starting with your first color, make a magic circle. If you have trouble with a magic circle, alternatively you can chain 5 and slip stitch into the first chain. After making your circle, chain 3, which will count as your first double crochet. Then work 11 double crochet into the center of the circle for a total of 12 double crochets altogether. Once you have created all your double crochets, pull the tail to close your circle. And then you're going to slip stitch to join the top chain of your first stitch. Before moving on, I like to just count my stitches to make sure that I have 12. And that is round 1 complete. To start round 2, start by chaining 6. The sparkle will end up having 4 points altogether. 2 will be a bit longer and then 2 will be a bit shorter. We are starting with one of the longer points first. Work a single crochet into the second chain from your hook. And then work a half double crochet into the next chain. Into the next chain, work a double crochet. And then triple crochet into the last 2 chains. You should end up having 5 stitches total going down to make this first point. So to make up this point, you should have a single crochet, half double crochet, a double crochet, triple crochet, and then a second triple crochet. And then you're going to skip 2 stitches from round 1 and slip stitch into that third stitch. So that is one of your longer points complete. Next, we're going to work on the shorter point. For the next point, you're going to start by chaining 5 instead of 6. Single crochet into the second chain from your hook. Half double crochet into the next chain, double crochet into the next, and then triple crochet into the last chain. So this time you should only have 4 stitches going down to make up this point. So you are going to again skip 2 stitches and slip stitch into the third. And that is the first shorter point complete. So you're going to repeat that whole process of round 2 once more, so you have 2 longer points and 2 shorter points, and 4 points altogether, with the longer ones being across from each other and then the shorter ones being across from each other. Here is a visual to outline this round. Once the last point has been made, skip 2 stitches as usual and then slip stitch to join at the beginning of the round to finish off your sparkle, and then fasten off. To start round 3, we're going to look at our sparkle and find the shorter points, and we are going to start the round in one of those shorter points. With a slip knot on your hook of the next color that you would like to use, you're going to join with a single crochet into the top of one of those shorter points. So to do that, insert your hook into that first single crochet stitch there, and then yarn over, pull that yarn loop through, and then yarn over again to finish that single crochet. From here, you're going to work a half double crochet, a double crochet, and a triple crochet into the stitches down that first point. So into that next stitch, you will half double crochet, and then double crochet into the next stitch, and then triple crochet into the next. And now into the slip stitch from the previous round, you are also going to work a triple crochet into that stitch. Now you're going to continue to work up the opposite side of the next point into the chains from the previous round. So a triple crochet into that first stitch up the side, and then another triple crochet into the next stitch, double crochet, half double crochet, and then a single crochet. So to reiterate, you're going to do a triple crochet into that first stitch up the side, and then a triple crochet into the next stitch. So at this point, there are 4 triple crochets in a row across the last 4 stitches. Into the next stitch, work a double crochet, half double crochet, and then a single crochet. Now to continue to work down the next side, you're going to skip over this very top point of your point, and then work into the first single crochet of the next side. You're just going to work a single crochet, a half double crochet, a double crochet, and then a triple crochet, another triple crochet. So to reiterate, you'll start with a single crochet, and then a half double crochet into the next stitch, a double crochet into the next, and then into the last 2 stitches before the slip stitch, you're going to work a triple crochet. So to continue, you're going to again put a triple crochet into that slip stitch from the previous round. And then going up this shorter side of the point, you're going to triple crochet again, double crochet, half double crochet, and then single crochet into that last stitch up the top. So to reiterate, you're working a triple crochet, and then a double crochet into the next stitch, half double crochet, and then a single crochet. So for the next set of stitches between the next 2 points, it will be the same process as what you did on the first side. And then for the last set of stitches, it will be the same as what you did after the second point. So to put it simply, you'll start with a single crochet after skipping over that top point, and then a half double crochet, a double crochet, and then you'll triple crochet 4, and then double crochet, half double crochet, and then single crochet, bringing you back to the top of the point. And you'll just repeat that same process into the end of the round. A side note to clarify, it is the same stitches that is in between each point, however, it's just the placement of the triple crochets that change slightly. Once you get to the end of the round, you're just going to skip over that top point as usual and then slip stitch into that first single crochet that you attached with to join, and you should end up with 40 stitches altogether around. Keep your yarn attached as you will be continuing to build a square from here. For round 4, this is when we're going to be starting to build the square for your Sparkl Granny Square. So from where you left off in your previous round, chain 1, this will count as your first single crochet. It can be helpful to add a stitch marker into this first stitch so that once you get to the end of the round, you can more easily see what stitch you need to slip stitch to join into. To continue, single crochet into the next 2 stitches. And then half double crochet into the next 2 stitches. The next stitch is when you're going to start your corner, so into that next stitch you will double crochet and then chain 2 and then double crochet back into that same stitch, and that is your first corner complete. After the corner, you will half double crochet into the next 2 stitches, and then single crochet into the next 5 stitches. To ensure that your sparkle isn't crooked and stays straight, the third single crochet out of those 5 should sit approximately at the top of the point. Half double crochet into the next 2 stitches, and then into the next stitch you'll be working another corner. So double crochet, chain 2, and then double crochet back into that same stitch to form your corner. So you are going to repeat that same process for the next 2 sides. So to reiterate, after the corner is made, you'll half double crochet 2, single crochet 5, half double crochet 2, and then work another corner by double crocheting, chain 2, and double crocheting back into the same stitch. After that last corner is made, to finish off the last side of your square, you will half double crochet into the next 2 stitches and then single crochet into the last 2 stitches. So half double crochet into the next 2 and then single crochet into the last 2. And then slip stitch to join that chain 1 that acted as a single crochet in the beginning of your round. And that is round 4 of your square complete. For the last round, we're going to add a border. You can use a different color if you want, which is what I usually do, for instance this granny square. However, for this tutorial, I'm just going to continue with the navy. To start, chain 3, which will count as your first double crochet. And then into the next 5 stitches to bring you to the corner, double crochet. And then working into that corner space, you will do 2 double crochet, chain 2, and then 2 more double crochets into that same space to finish off the corner. After the corner, continue to work double crochet 11 across. And then once at the corner again, you will work 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet into that space. And then continue that process around. So double crochet 11 after the corner, and then 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet into the corner space. After the last corner is made, you're just going to double crochet into the last 5 stitches of the round. And then slip stitch to join into the 3rd chain of that first stitch. fasten off, and that is the square complete. You can be done here if you want, or you can continue on to add an outline around your sparkle. To add the outline to your sparkle, I'm just going to be using a slip stitch to go around the edge of the sparkle. For this granny square, I'm going to be using crochet thread to add the slip stitch outline, which is thinner than the yarn that I'm using, but I like the way it looks. This granny square is an example using the same thickness of the yarn. Into any of the sparkle points around, insert your hook into the stitch above the top of the point from round 3 and then pull up a loop. Hold the end securely at the back and then slip stitch into each stitch of the sparkle point going down, and then slip stitch into the slip stitch from round 2 to then continue slip stitching back up to the top of the next point. So you'll just continue to slip stitch along the surface of your sparkle, going all the way around to outline it. Once you are back at the start, slip stitch back into where you started, and then remove the loop off of your hook, and then insert your hook from back to front to then pull that loop back to the back and then fasten off. Weave in your ends, and then for best results you can block your square if you want, and then that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you make this granny square in any of your projects and you share it on Instagram or TikTok, feel free to tag me at alyssia.creates. It always makes my day to see your projects that you make. I also wanted to quickly mention that I have finally made my own website, alyssiacreates.com, where I've started a crochet blog. I don't have many posts up yet, but I will be continuing to share crochet patterns and techniques if that is something that you are interested in, and you can also shop my patterns on my website as well. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I thought I would give that little update, and as always, thank you for supporting my channel, and again, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope to see you in the next one.